Do your legs feel less strong lately? Is your grip not as firm as it once was? While you might attribute this simply to aging, could something you consume each morning be contributing? Today, we will identify the single worst breakfast habit secretly accelerating muscle loss in seniors. Importantly, we will also guide you on what to eat instead, helping you safeguard your balance, strength, and precious independence. Let's explore the reality behind sarcopenia, beginning with what is on your plate. You wake up, perhaps not feeling very hungry immediately. Maybe you just have a quick cup of tea or coffee, grab a piece of toast, and start your morning. This seems harmless enough, doesn't it? Yet, this simple choice, a routine possibly followed for years without much thought, might be why your muscles feel weaker, your energy levels seem lower, and your balance feels less secure than before. After several hours of sleep, your muscles are in a vulnerable state, having gone without nutrients. They are now awaiting fuel to begin the essential process of repair. If they do not receive the necessary building blocks promptly, your body can enter a state known as catabolism. Put simply, it starts breaking down existing muscle tissue for energy instead of rebuilding it. This is how sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle associated with age, can gain a foothold. Sarcopenia doesn't occur merely because time passes. It happens when muscles lack adequate support. Breakfast is a critically overlooked factor in this equation. If you find discussions like this valuable for maintaining vitality, please do take a moment to like this video and subscribe to Old Age Wisdom for more helpful content. Research indicates that muscle protein synthesis, the body's natural rebuilding mechanism, is most active after waking. However, this process only functions effectively if you provide the right materials. A breakfast consisting mainly of coffee, toast, or sugary cereal fails to send the necessary signal for muscle rebuilding. In fact, it might even encourage further breakdown. There is another concealed risk. These quick breakfast options are typically high in refined carbohydrates and notably low in protein. This combination leads to a rapid increase in blood sugar, inevitably followed by a crash. You might feel a temporary surge of energy for about an hour, but then suddenly feel tired, mentally foggy, or even unsteady. All the while, your muscles are being deprived of the vital nutrients required to remain strong and responsive. Many seniors are unaware they are consuming insufficient protein, particularly in the morning hours. You might feel full after eating, but your body could be operating on empty concerning the essential components needed for strength. So, what should an ideal breakfast look like to combat muscle loss? The answer is straightforward yet potent. You require genuine nourishment. This means incorporating protein sources like eggs, yogurt, or nut butter, paired with healthy fats and complex carbohydrates such as oats or whole grain bread. Hydration is also key. Drinking a glass of water first thing helps muscles absorb nutrients more efficiently and improves circulation, supporting healing and flexibility. You need not completely overhaul your diet overnight. Even small additions, half a boiled egg, a spoonful of peanut butter, or a handful of nuts, can shift your body into repair mode. You are not just satisfying hunger, you are signaling to your body, these muscles are still important. Keep them strong. The food choices made in that first hour significantly influence how your muscles function, heal, and age throughout the day. Now, let us address the second common morning mistake. It involves reaching for sugary items. A bowl of sweetened cereal, flavored yogurt, a muffin, or even a glass of packaged fruit juice can seem like a comforting start. However, for seniors, these sugary choices can quietly undermine muscle health in ways often overlooked. We know excessive sugar impacts blood sugar and weight, but its direct effect on muscle strength is less discussed. Refined sugar causes a rapid blood glucose spike, prompting a large insulin release. Over time, these repeated cycles create chronic inflammation within the body. This inflammation not only causes fatigue, but also interferes with the body's ability to repair and build muscle tissue. Studies show high sugar intake actually reduces muscle protein synthesis, the very process needed for muscle recovery after activity. So, even if you walk or stretch, sugar might be blocking the repair process at a cellular level. Furthermore, refined sugar increases oxidative stress, leading to an overproduction of damaging free radicals. Muscles exposed to prolonged oxidative stress weaken, fatigue easily, and respond poorly to exercise. Worryingly, sugar hides in many unexpected foods, flavored yogurts, instant oatmeal, energy bars, salad dressings, and even cereals marketed as healthy. You might believe you are eating well, yet your body is battling inflammation from the start of the day. For seniors, this accumulates rapidly, essentially telling muscles they are unsupported. The positive news? Change is simple, beginning with awareness. Read ingredient labels, looking for hidden sugars, glucose, fructose, corn syrup, etc. Opt for fresh fruit, like berries for sweetness. Use cinnamon or vanilla for flavor. Choose plain yogurt over flavored versions. Swap white bread for whole grain. Every small change reduces inflammation, giving muscles a better chance to remain strong. Remember, sugar impacts not just blood levels, but also balance, coordination, and recovery ability. If you are finding this information useful, please support Old Age Wisdom by liking this video and subscribing. This brings us to another fundamental habit often neglected: hydration. You probably do not give much thought to drinking water first thing in the morning. Perhaps you have a glass later or sip occasionally. However, if you are over 60, inadequate water intake might be harming your muscles more than you realize. Muscles consist of nearly 75% water. This is crucial for their ability to stretch, contract, recover, and rebuild. Without sufficient water, they become stiff, slow, and prone to injury. A key problem is that our sense of thirst becomes less reliable as we age. Thus, even if you don't feel thirsty, your muscles might already be struggling. Dehydration slows blood circulation, meaning fewer nutrients and less oxygen reach your muscles, and waste products like lactic acid are cleared less efficiently. You might notice this as leg tightness, soreness after minimal activity, or dizziness upon standing. It is also about what you drink. Coffee, tea, or sugary sodas, while seemingly hydrating, can act as diuretics, causing your body to lose more water than it gains. This creates a detrimental cycle. Feeling tired leads to more coffee. Feeling thirsty leads to juice, while muscles remain starved of essential water needed for flexibility and strength. The solution is simple. Start your day with a glass of water before anything else. Try drinking a small glass before each meal. Keep a water bottle handy for sipping throughout the day. Add lemon, cucumber, or mint for flavor if plain water is unappealing. Water-rich foods like watermelon and cucumber also contribute. Aiming for 6 to 8 glasses daily, especially if active, taking medications, or in warm weather, can significantly improve muscle recovery and mobility. Hydration protects balance, independence, and reduces fall risk. Now, let's discuss something that might seem daunting, particularly if unfamiliar: strength training. Many seniors picture heavy weights or gyms, feeling it is too intense or unnecessary. However, the truth is, strength training becomes more crucial with age, not less. After 30, muscle mass naturally declines by 3 to 5% per decade, a rate that can double after 60 unless actively counteracted. Loss of muscle means loss of strength, stability, and confidence. Initially subtle, perhaps avoiding stairs or finding groceries heavier, it can progress rapidly, making simple tasks like getting dressed or rising from a chair challenging. This is sarcopenia progressing. The good news is it can be stopped, even reversed, without hours in a gym. Research shows just 2 30-minute strength sessions weekly significantly improve muscle mass, balance, and walking speed in older adults. What does this entail? Simple actions like repeatedly standing up from a chair without using hands, holding a standing pose for balance, gentle wall push-ups, lifting water bottles, or using resistance bands while seated. Consistency, not intensity, is key. The goal isn't bodybuilding, but reminding muscles they are needed. Challenging them gently prompts them to respond, grow stronger, and better support you. Think of it as muscle communication, telling your body to stay active and alert. This improves posture, reduces fall risk, supports joints, and importantly, restores a sense of control. Even 10 minutes daily can make a lasting difference. Start slowly, focus on proper form, breathe deeply, and stay steady. Your muscles, and you, will remember their capabilities. You might be doing many things correctly: walking daily, hydrating, stretching, even light strength training. Yet, if your meals contain the wrong foods, those seemingly innocent items that quietly fuel inflammation, your muscles could still be compromised. Muscle health depends equally on movement and nutrition. Every meal offers a choice: provide nutrients for recovery and growth, or supply substances that weaken structure and hinder healing. Let's identify key culprits. Sugary drinks, including diet versions, contain chemicals promoting inflammation, spiking blood sugar, and dehydrating muscles, offering zero nutritional value. Processed meats like deli slices, sausages, and ham, while convenient, are often laden with preservatives like nitrates and high sodium levels. These increase oxidative stress and impair nutrient absorption, directly impacting muscle recovery. Refined carbohydrates, white bread, white rice, regular pasta, lack fiber and nutrients. They rapidly raise blood sugar but provide no sustained muscle fuel, contributing to fatigue and reduced stamina over time. Fried and fast foods, high in trans fats and low in vitamins, disrupt hormone balance essential for muscle regulation and reduce circulation, depriving muscles of oxygen. Even common snacks like chips, crackers, and packaged pastries, often filled with artificial additives and salt, can leave muscles feeling heavy and joints stiff. Combining these with energy drinks, sugary coffee creamers, or flavored yogurts creates an inflammatory environment. The main issue is these foods seem commonplace, even marketed as healthy, so the damage accumulates unnoticed. The solution involves wise swaps. Choose fresh over processed, whole grains over white flour, lean proteins, fish, legumes over deli meats, olive oil over deep frying. Incorporate anti-inflammatory foods like vegetables, berries, turmeric, and nuts. Focus on colorful, natural foods. Remember, muscles constantly try to heal but require proper fuel. Even optimal exercise cannot counteract a poor, inflammatory diet. Finally, let's address a very common habit many seniors rely on for relief: painkillers. Waking up with stiffness or aches often leads to reaching for ibuprofen or acetaminophen. While providing temporary relief, this routine might silently interfere with muscle rebuilding. Gentle movement causes normal micro-tears in muscles, part of the strengthening process. The body responds with natural inflammation, signaling repair. However, common painkillers, NSAIDs, block this signal. They reduce inflammation but also mute the very process muscles need to heal and grow stronger. Studies indicate long-term NSAID use can suppress muscle protein synthesis, hindering the conversion of amino acids into healthy muscle fiber. Regular interruption means muscles may stop responding effectively to activity. You might move more, but feel no stronger, recover slower, and gradually lose muscle mass. Furthermore, overusing painkillers stresses the liver and kidneys, vital for nutrient processing and toxin removal. It can also irritate the stomach lining, impairing digestion and thus the absorption of vitamins, minerals, and protein essential for muscle health. Ironically, the pill taken for relief could weaken muscles over time. This isn't about avoiding necessary medication for acute pain, post-surgery recovery, or specific chronic conditions. But if taking painkillers is a daily habit, consider if it's merely masking deeper issues. Safer alternatives exist: warm compresses, Epsom salt baths, gentle stretching, anti-inflammatory foods, ginger, turmeric, fatty fish. Hydration and mindfulness can ease discomfort naturally. Crucially, discuss regular painkiller use with your doctor regarding muscle health and safer long-term options. Your body possesses healing wisdom but needs support, not silencing. In summary, we have explored several everyday habits that can quietly diminish strength after 60. Inadequate or sugary breakfasts, poor hydration, neglecting strength training, consuming inflammatory foods, over-reliance on painkillers, and insufficient protein intake. The most vital takeaway is that positive change doesn't demand perfection, only awareness and small, consistent adjustments. Drink an extra glass of water, add protein to your breakfast, stand and stretch periodically. These actions signal to your body that you remain strong and in control. Strength in later years is built not through grand gestures, but in countless quiet moments where you choose movement over stillness, nourishment over convenience, and action over apprehension. Your body is still responsive. The choice of what message to send it remains yours. We sincerely hope this information from Old Age Wisdom empowers you. What small change will you consider making today? Please share your thoughts or questions in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, kindly give it a like, Subscribe to our channel for more content supporting healthy aging, and consider sharing it with others who might benefit. Thank you for watching.